Like I said before the break, Natalie Rabson. It's pronounced Rabson, eh, Natalie?
Yes, perfect.
Perfect. Thanks so much for taking time out and joining us.
Thank you.
She's the marketing manager of Boston City Campus and Business College. So tell us a little bit more about Boston City Campus and Business College.
Okay, so we've been running for quite a few years. We established in 1991, originally as a UNISA tuition centre.
I see.
What we found is that residential universities had really huge classes. Kids were going from school to university and the jump was pretty large. They weren't getting enough attention, they weren't getting enough assistance. So we set up our campus really just to try and give people a bit more attention and a bit more of hand-holding. And our success rate was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And we found that we had a winning formula. So today we are sitting with over 40 centres nationwide. So we are able to help people all over the country.
And the idea with the centres is to sort of keep them smaller,
Yes.
but have more of them available to people so that the classes
Absolutely.
remain
So you
small.
still have a social network, you still
Yes.
have a campus vibe, but it's on a smaller scale so
Yes.
that you can successfully get
And
through
so
your
that you get
studies.
that one-on-one attention.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell us a little bit more. You mentioned that you are UNISA Tuition Centre. What does that mean and what does that entail?
So really what that means is that obviously UNISA is, I think, the largest correspondence university in the Southern Hemisphere. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can register there, you get your material, you go home, you study, and you write exams at the end of the semester, which is quite difficult for some people who are either working and don't have time to commit to their studies, or even if you're studying at home, you might not have that self-discipline.
Yes.
So what we do is we take students who feel they need a little bit extra, and we give lectures to them. We give them support, we give them mock examinations, we handhold them a little bit through the process, we tell them what's expected of them.
But on behalf of UNISA, as it were.
Well, we're an official UNISA licensee, the
I
first
see.
official UNISA
Yes.
licensee. So we work under the auspices of UNISA. They vet our lecturers, they have quite a lot of say. And so we really work together with UNISA and try and increase the pass rate of those students who come to us.
Okay, now matric results are obviously out and lots of grade 12 learners still not sure what direction they want to take this year. Maybe they want to go tertiary, or maybe they want to go and start working, and they're sort of on the verge with that decision. How would you ensure that learners are studying the right course? A lot of people sort of get in and then a month in they're like, I should be working at the bank.
Yeah, I realized 2 years later, like, man, I'm studying something wrong.
Man, I realized, had my degree.
No, you don't have a degree.
But I was in third year and I was like, I think I need to go back.
So that does happen, and I think it's unfortunately the schools don't have time to devote to that. During school time, you're trying to get kids through exams, and there's so much else to focus on. So we divide, and it's always been a passion of ours, and it's part of our community responsibility. Is that for free we offer career compass assessment. So when you first come into Boston, we don't just slap you into a course. We say, sit down, do the career compass assessment. Let's see what are your skills, what are your aptitude, what are your abilities. We look at the matric results if they're available, and then we say, right, we've got over 80 career paths. Let's try and match you up to something appropriate.
Yes.
It's got to be appropriate to what you can afford. It's got to be appropriate to the amount of time you have to devote to your studies, whether you want to work part-time, full-time, and to your industry. So I can give you a bit of an example. Like if somebody's interested, say, in IT, if you're very strong at maths, then we can say, right, programming could be a good option for you. If you really have a passion for IT, but your math skills aren't so strong, then we'll find something else like networking or A+.
Yes.
So we can find a solution for everybody, but what we recommend is that you just invest a little bit in yourself by going to speak to a counsellor at a Boston campus.
Before jumping into a course.
Yeah.
Now, like obviously it's been in the news, there's a shortage of space at university level. That's a problem in South Africa. For students wanting to study a degree or at your campus, are there still opportunities? Can they still register? Is there a time limit?
So luckily, there is a time limit, but it is still open. Luckily, our applications are open.
It's not tomorrow, I hope.
No, we're going to give people a chance. You can apply online right now if you want to, or you can go in and speak to a counsellor and then apply online. But our degree applications are done online. They close on the 12th of February. So we do recommend that everybody give it a try. You do need a bachelor's exemption to get into a degree. That's CHE accreditation. So our accreditation is the same as all the other universities, but luckily we are able to give people more of a chance and more time to come in and do this BCom. It's a BCom in management marketing, which is great because it's got a focus in management and in marketing.
It gives you a sort of a broader
It's quite
spectrum.
broad, but at the same time, it gives you certain specific skills. And our degree's been very successful. We've had a lot of happy students last year. We had quite a few hundred register. And because, as I said, we've got 40 tuition centres. So
around the country or just in
around the
GP?
country,
Oh.
around the country. So
like,
really,
whoa, that's
you
a
can
lot.
you can go and study, wherever you want to. And this degree also can be done part-time, full-time, flexi-time. Great degree, great
Now,
availability.
you mentioned that degree, or for that degree, one requires a matric exemption for entrance. What about people who do not have university level entry or BCom level entry? What sort of courses do you offer for those?
So there's actually two options, and that's why I really say people should just invest a bit of time, make a bit of effort, and go and speak to a counsellor, because there are pathways that you can take that will get you degree exemption instead of rewriting matric. It's not always
or
the
instead
best
of just
option.
doing
Don't
a course,
go back to school.
Yeah, that's available to you.
Yeah. So if we're looking at, I don't want to give too much detail on air because it's quite individual.
Okay.
But there is an option that you can go and do 120 level 5 credits, level 5 credits, and then that will give you bachelor's exemption.
Entry
So we can
into
get
the
you,
course,
take a year that'll get you into degree. And the alternative is we have 80, as I discussed before, there's 80 career paths. There's IT, leisure, hospitality, accounting, which is a great one, debt control, which is a huge one. I mean, the jobs that we keep
considering
getting.
the debt we
Yeah, I was going to say.
But if you're looking for secure employment, that's a great course to do. So we really have so much available. People need to, I think if they go online, they can have a look at all of our courses that are available.
How employable would you say your courses make people for the job market as it is?
Yeah, I think that's a valid question.
Sort of like
because
once,
we have
we
a
always
problem.
ask that.
We have a problem that
People
you
are
go
not
and study
job ready.
something, and then, but when it comes to doing the job, you got the degree, but you can't do the job.
So there's two things here. First of all, I think a lot of people say, no, I got a degree, but I can't get work. But the truth is, if you look at the research numbers, actually people are getting work. We've got statistics to show.
Yeah,
that
they're just
people
not looking in the right place.
No, they are getting employed. It's just maybe a few people that can't find.
That's the thing. I think we focus a lot on the people who can't find.
But actually people with tertiary education, they are getting work.
Yeah.
And as I said, we run a program called Experience It. So our graduates, we try and place them in internships to give them a bit of work experience, but also just from the discipline of going to a campus and of writing weekly tests or weekly exams and everything that we put into it. Our education is quite broad, and we try and make people work ready. That is our aim, not just to say, here's your accounting skills, but to make you work ready for an office.
Nice. Now, any other information we need to know, Natalie, like the website, contact number, where your campus is located, at least in Johannesburg, so people can get
I
that
think
more
the
information.
best thing is the website, www.boston.co.za. And on there they can find everything. They can email if they want us to contact them.
Yes.
Our Facebook page, I think, is one of the largest of any tertiary education institution. We've got over 90,000. There's a lot of information on there. You can post a question on there if you want. You can post a please contact me. Our Bedford View campus that is still open for UNISA degrees is 011 455 6992. And if you go onto the Boston website again, you can apply online for the Boston degree, the Boston BCom Management Marketing.
Okay, and that's simple. Boston.co.za.
That's it.
And what's also dope is that they offer like some counseling. You don't know what you want to do with your life, man, but you want to go to school. You got counselors,
That's
right?
the first step.
And
I
then-
think that's the first step. So don't rush into degree. Everyone said, no, do a degree, and you rush in and apply. And like you said, and then 2 months down the line, you think, oh, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Go and speak to somebody.
Yeah.
We've got people available.
Smash decided, why am I doing this at the point where he had his honors? So why am I here?
I think that we should put him into our counselling group and let him counsel some of the students. Yeah.
Any counseling is necessary here. Thank you so much, Natalie. That's Natalie Rapson. She's the marketing manager of Boston.